Welcome to the webinar. Please stand by. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here. Sorry for the late start. You all should be able to see my screen now. Let me go ahead and turn on my webcam and get that sorted out. Let's see which one pops on. What's up, everyone? I'm just going to adjust the webcam really quickly. Give me just a second here, and then we will be off to the races. Super excited about tonight's training. Tonight's training is going to be really fun. Let me just get the preferences here on this webcam done properly. And I'm going to show y'all a little case study. I'm going to show you how I built an insane retargeting campaign that just absolutely, crushed it for my e-commerce ads. And I actually use this for all types of ads, not just e-commerce ads. So I think I've got the camera on now. All right, can everybody see me? Just go ahead and say yes in the chat box if you can see my face, all right? Go ahead and say yes in the chat box if you could see my camera. Okay, cool. So it looks like everybody could see me. All right. Let's see if I can get this off, get this off. Okay, cool. All right, so is everything clear? It looks good and you can hear me and y'all are ready to learn some stuff? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I know, I haven't shaved in a long time. I mean, I keep the beard trimmed up, but right now I've just been enjoying having a beard for a while. It's been nice, but I think I'm going to shave in a little bit. So if you're just now hopping on, we're going to be doing a $200 cash prize giveaway tonight. We do that every week, so that's no surprise. Last week we had a phenomenal training with me and my good friend Tyler, who just came and just really rocked the house, showing you how they created a fully automated email marketing campaign that's 100% automated. I think I said that already. That took a store from $9 grand a month in sales to 40 grand a month, and then went on to earn more and more and more and more. And today what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you a retargeting strategy that I've used. Now, retargeting's been around forever, right? I mean, it's like retargeting works. We are buyers from retargeting, and we probably, most of you have gotten a lot of buyers from retargeting, right? And so retargeting isn't this like new phenomena that you all should be surprised of. But I'm willing to bet that over 95% of you are not doing retargeting the way that I'm going to show you tonight. This is going to be new for most of you. And the reason that most of you are not doing it is because before today, it was complicated to do retargeting like this. I mean, I could not come on here and teach it because it was really hard to do. And I was able to simplify things over the last year. And just everything that I do in my business, I try to simplify it as much as possible. Like I take a hard task that I know makes me a bunch of money, and I try to consolidate, collapse, and I try to simplify it. So what I want everybody to do before we get completely started with this case study is I want you to go to the Facebook group. So go ahead to our Facebook group right now, and I want you to tell everybody to hop on, because we're at about 923 people right now. So we should be maxing out very, very shortly. Just go ahead to the Facebook group and remind everybody to hop on, because I'm about to reveal a full-fledged, step-by-step case study and strategy of how I set up a retargeting campaign that made me $499,512.99. And it is baffling, right? It's just crazy the return on investment that I got from that. I spent $118,000 to make $499,000. That is stupid. Like, that type of ROI is ridiculous, okay? And of course, I run a big multi-million-dollar store. So, you know, your results are going to be different based off the volume of traffic that you're getting. So everybody go ahead to the group right now and just tell everybody that we're starting. Jump on, the room's about to fill up. And I'm about to show everybody a retargeting strategy that did over $499,000 in sales and an average of 4.2x return on ad spend, which is just, you know, really nice. It's really phenomenal to have that type of ROI. Okay, so I can see everybody's in here. I see Victor's telling me I look handsome. Thank you. I appreciate that, Victor. I could use that. You know, I was telling my wife, I was like, babe, I must be looking like really bad, because every time I do a Facebook Live, everybody tells me that like I look like I'm half dead. So appreciate the love. All right, so everybody's gone in the group and done that. Let me just check the group real fast, and then we're going to get started with this amazing training. Okay, so let me just do that super fast over here. So let's just refresh the screen. Okie doke. All right, I can see over here everybody is posting in the group. Fantastic. All right, and what I'm going to do at the end of the webinar is I'm going to go in the group and I'm going to choose one random person that made a post to win $200. I love the ones when y'all do the gifts and everything. All right, so let's get to work. Like, let's. I don't want to banter anymore. What I want to do is I want to show you the breakout of this screenshot right here. And I got to say this, for 14,000 people that are in my group, I made this post 4 hours ago, and I said at the bottom, I love to see how many people actually read my post all the way down to the bottom. And I said, comment below if you're excited. And only 6 people commented. Now, mind you, I've got 100,000 people that follow me on Facebook. Now I've got about 48,000 on Instagram. I've got 14,000 of you in this group. And I find it mind-boggling that I make a post about a $500,000 case study and I get 6 comments, right? That is crazy. So I'm just curious, how many of you in here did not see this post in the group earlier today? In all seriousness, how many of you in here did not see this post in the group earlier today? Because I have a suspicion that Facebook is not syndicating group posts anymore like they used to. And I have a solution for that for most of you. And we'll talk about that at the end of the webinar. So I want to make sure that you see these posts and you see content when I put it out, because I think a lot of you aren't. But earlier tonight, or earlier today, I went in the group and I said, I wanted to show you this new retargeting campaign structure. And I took a screenshot of my Facebook account. This is for just one of my e-commerce stores. This is not for all of my businesses and all my e-commerce stores. And if you look here at the top, you'll see that one single retargeting campaign spent $19,261. And we got a return of website purchases at $154,000. That is an 8x ROAS. There's so much profit built into that. And this is not selling a high ticket product. And this is selling little $20 products and $80 products, right? So it just is an unbelievable retargeting campaign. And what I want to do tonight is I want to go through with you all of like the setbacks that most people experience when they're running a retargeting campaign, or when they're trying to build retargeting campaigns for a lot of people, for a lot of products that are on their store, okay? So you probably guessed it. I'm going to be using my white pad a little bit tonight, and I'm going to break this down, and I'm going to show you the exact, I mean, I'm not BSing, I am not fluffing, I am going to show you the 100% exact setup that I have for this retargeting campaign, and you can implement it on your store as well, okay? Now, that being said, what I want to do is I want to, where am I going here? Oh, my whiteboard. Okay, ADD is kicking in. today. So I want to pull up my whiteboard. Let's do that really quickly. So let's do file, new recording. I'm going to come over here, grab my whiteboard. Voila, there it is. Or it's voila. All right. And let's talk a little bit about why retargeting sucks for most people. And that is true. Like, we all know that retargeting is great, but why does it suck so bad for most people? Like, why do most people ignore really detailed retargeting? Okay. So here are the facts. All right. Here are the facts for Shopify stores. So number one is your typical Shopify store, okay, usually have a lot of different products on them. So you have a lot of different products on your Shopify store, okay? I would say, just based off of what I've seen lately, just what based off what I've seen, okay? I don't know the exact stat on this, all right? But I would say, on average, have, let's just say on average, have up to 100 products listed, okay? So 100 products listed on a store. So you've got your store up here, and I'll show y'all, we'll just call this one, you know, Gear Grabber. And we've got a bunch of products for, let's say, grandparents, okay, cats, dogs, gadgets, all right? And so we've got all of these different products here on our store, because most of us in here and most successful stores that I've seen sell all sorts of different products on their website. So they're selling kitchenware, they're selling outdoor stuff, they're selling pet stuff, they're selling custom print on demand stuff. You know, people are selling a lot of different items to a lot of different demographics on their Shopify stores. So you've got, you know, your grandparent products, your cat products, your dog products, you've got your gadgets, all on one single Shopify store. All right, so we understand that. Well, this means that we have all different types of people visiting our store, right, from Facebook. So the different demographics that we have visiting our store, we're going to want to have a, so this niche right here needs to have a retargeting ad, and then you got to have a retargeting ad for the second niche and the products within it. Then you got to have a retarget ad for dogs, and then you have to have, of course, a retarget ad for gadgets. And then, of course, underneath each one of these, you've got an ad for, you know, product 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? You've got different products underneath all of these niches. And obviously, when somebody sees your website, they come and they click on something, you want to retarget them with that very item that they just saw. Would you all agree with me on that? So if you've got 100 products on your ad, like Gene Wingard said, I have 350 different products on my store. Would you all agree that as people are browsing your store, that it would be beneficial to you to have a retargeting ad for every single product on your store? Because if they clicked it, they looked at it, they're interested, and they are a hot prospect. I want you to flood the chat box with yes if you agree with what I'm saying here. So if you have 100 measly products on your store, for most people, this right here would mean you need to have 100 retargeting ads needed. All right, because you want to have a retargeting ad for every single one of the products on your store. Now, some of those products, right, aren't getting a lot of views, right? So what happens is somebody comes to your store, and maybe not everybody is looking at this cat product right here. Whatever this cat product is, it's not getting a boatload of views. But over the course of the year, this is getting a lot of views. So here's what happens. we're going to say that we're going to do check marks. Here's what most people do. Say, oh, this grandparent item is one of my best. So is this one. And then this cat item is one of my best. And then these 2 dog items are some of my best. And these 2 gadgets, or these 3 gadgets, are some of my best. I'm going to build retargeting ads for those. I'm not going to build retargeting ads for these because, man, it just takes a lot of time, and I got to set up all these ads, and I got 100+ products on my store. So what's happening here is you're only profiting off of a couple of products from your Shopify store, right? You're missing out on this product, this product, this product. People are looking at it over the course of the year. People are looking at these products in red, but since they're not your best sellers, you're not necessarily going in and building retargeting ads for them. All right. So most people just run retargeting ads for the products that they're getting a lot of traction on. The problem is that these ads right here over the course of the year equal a lot of money. If you had retargeting ads running for every single product on your store, you would be making a lot more money because people are looking at those products. So in conclusion, if you are not running a retargeting ad for every single product on your store, you are losing money. I would guarantee it. Okay. So am I going to try to sell you an app today that does all of your retargeting for you? The answer is no, I'm not. All right. So I don't have like a retargeting app that I'm going to be offering on this. So I'm not setting you up or something like that. I see a lot of you in here asking me. What I did do though, and anybody can do this without an app. Okay. You can do this without an app, but it is a bit of a painful process. For those of you, and I'll show y'all the way that I've set it up, that have the Pixel app I created, Pixel Magic, we updated it today, and it will simplify this process for you, okay? And like 90% of the people that follow me have that app. So, and by the way, you don't have to have it to do this. It's just like there's an easy way and there is a hard way. Is everybody with me on this? Just say yes. Somebody said, why didn't I build a retargeting app? I have enough apps. All right, I've got like 18 in development. Like there's a point to which I have to stop and slow down. Okay, so how do you go through and build all of these retargeting ads? Well, you know, the good old saying is what you have to do is you have to come over here into Facebook and you got to put in the work, right? You have to put in work if you want to be able to build all of these dang ads. And I got to tell you, it's not necessarily fun, right? I'm just going to, once again, I love to show the hard way, the normal way, the way that most of you are doing it probably. And then I like to show you the easy way that's going to fix all of your problems, all right? And whether you have my Pixel Magic app or not, there's a way to fix all of your problems, all right? So let's talk a little bit about the issues here, all right? So everybody now should be able to see my Facebook account. All right. The steps to creating a retargeting ad suck. All right. Because you got all of your stuff on your Shopify store. Where's my Shopify store? Somewhere over here. You got all of these products and people are visiting all of these pages on your store. The pixel is firing, right? And then they click here. The pixel is firing. And Facebook is tracking everything on your store, right? Well, okay, this means that technically speaking, if you wanted to build a retargeting campaign for every product on your store individually, which would make you more money, guaranteed it would make you more money if you had an ad, right? Here's what you would have to do. You would have to take this URL at the top, copy it. You'd have to come over here and create an audience. Say, I want to create a custom audience in Facebook. I want to do it on website traffic. And then I want to do it anybody that's visited in the last, let's just say 180 days. All right. And we want to have people that visited a specific web page. Boom. So what did I just do? I went to my Shopify store, Gear Grabber. Where is it at? Right here. I grabbed the URL for these psychedelic zebra women's shoes, and I put it inside of Facebook. And now I'm going to say this is for the, of course, I would pick the most hardest thing to spell. All right, we'll just call these the zebra shoes visitors. But on top of that, you would also want to come in here and say, exclude people that purchased. I can't do it because this is a demo store, so I don't have it on there. But basically what you would want to do is you would want to say include all of our visitors, but exclude anybody that actually bought the product. Does that make sense? Just say yes. Or no, type in a 2. Type in a 2 if that makes sense. So you would want to create a custom audience. That's step number 1 for every single product on your store, one at a time. Think about doing that for 350 products. And then you would want to come in and also have that audience exclude anybody that purchased. That way you're not retargeting buyers. Type in a 4 if you understand that you need to be going in and retargeting people that did not buy. So you must exclude your buyers because you don't want to retarget people with the same product that already bought it. Yes, type in a 4. Okay. Can everybody see my screen? I see 2 or 3 people saying they can't see it. Does everybody see where I'm building the custom audience? Yes? All right, cool. So I'll just do initiate checkout because anyways, it should say purchase. And then we would have to go in and we would put the URL parameter or whatever for the shoes. And we'd have to build a custom audience for every product. I used to do this, okay? So let's jump back over here to our whiteboard. All right, let's do this the old way. All right, so this is the old way. All right, is step 1, build a retarget audience. So AUD stands for audience, okay? For every product. Okay? One at a time. All right, and step 2 is once you do that, you want to exclude buyers. And then step 3 is you want to then go in and create a retarget ad for each product. Okay? This, if we were going in and doing this for every product that's on our Shopify stores, this right here would be something that basically would take you infinity, right? Because it's never ending. Like this is never ending, okay? Because you're always adding new products to your store, and you're always you're probably taking products off of your store as well. So you don't want to be running a retargeting ad for a product that no longer exists on your store. So this right here is going to take a lot of time. Step number 1 is going to take a lot of time right here. All right. And then step number 3 is going to take a lot of time. It is going to be a freaking nightmare to do it the old way. Now, what is the smart way? It's not actually the new way. It's just the smart way. So let's talk about the smart way. All right. As I try to spell smart, I misspell smart. I actually have my report card from school my mom brought me, and it's pretty freaking bad. I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm trying to cover up my parents' address, but you can see I have like F's, C's, D's. I got 1 A. We'll talk about what class that A is in later. All right, so smart. Let's talk about the smart way. The smart way to do retargeting. And for this smart way, we're just going to do check marks with little circles around it. All right. So the smart way is called step 1, create one product catalog. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over what that is in a minute. Step 2 is create one single ad. And step 3 is never touch again plus profit. Okay. Step 1 is create a product catalog. Step 2 is create one single ad. And step 3 is never touch it again. So how many of you in here would like to see how to retarget your entire Shopify store with one single ad? And that one ad is called a dynamic product ad. So I want everybody to write this down. All right, write this down. It is called a dynamic product ad. Now, a dynamic product ad kind of speaks for itself. It dynamically puts whatever product somebody was just looking at on your Shopify store, they put that product in the ad for you. So you create one ad and it is smart. And as you're retargeting, it will actually show people the product that they were just looking at. It is absolutely mind-blowingly crazy. And so these campaigns that I just recently showed you, and I'll show you more of these too, so don't worry about that. These campaigns, they're dynamic product ads, and they're very, very, very simple to set up if you have the right tools. Okay, so just a quick little just survey. How many of you in here are not using what is called dynamic product ads? Type in a 10 if you are not using dynamic product ads. Holy crap. I guarantee if you have traffic and you're generating sales, if y'all implement this, I guarantee by the end of the week, you'll have sales on this retargeting ad if you set it up at a very high ROI. All right. The reason a lot of you have not heard of them is because traditionally it sucks to set them up because Facebook made it complicated. What you're doing is you're connecting Facebook to Shopify. So Facebook knows every product that's on your store. Literally, it's loaded into Facebook. But let's talk about these campaigns real quick. All right, dynamic product ads. Facebook's dynamic ads allow you to automatically promote your entire inventory of products to the most relevant audience on Facebook, okay? So everybody should be able to see this. And I'm reading this straight from Facebook. So dynamic ads allow you to promote your entire inventory through one ad. So let's just say that Alyssa is on your store over here on the left-hand side on Jasper's Boutique, okay? And Alyssa comes to the store with 300 items on it, and she clicks on a hat, she clicks on some headsets, and she clicks on some sunglasses. When Alyssa gets on to Facebook, she is going to be greeted with a dynamic product ad. And I'm just going to try to make this as big as I possibly can. Let me just actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to screenshot this. And that is basically a carousel ad, right? A carousel ad that lists all of the different products that she was just looking at. So it's not one ad, right? I mean, I'm sorry, it's not just one product in the ad. What we're able to look at here is every single product that they were just looking at, up to I think like 7 or 8 products is going to show up in the Facebook ad. All right, so let me just grab this screenshot real fast, and I'm going to zoom in on this for you so you can truly understand what I'm talking about here, okay? So let me just come over here to desktop. Let's take a screenshot, and I want y'all to see because I can't, since they're dynamic, I can't show you a live one. It just doesn't work that way because it's a template. It is a blank template, And what it does is it will dynamically show everybody whatever product they were just looking at. So the idea is, all right, you should be able to see my screen now. Okay, you should all be able to see this. So the idea is when somebody comes to your store and looks at all of that stuff, they're then going to see a Facebook ad that is a carousel ad. And it's going to have a list of all the products that they just looked at in that ad, okay? You create this ad one time, and whoever sees it, they're only going to see products that they were just looking at in a carousel format. So you only create one ad, and it will market everything on your store to the people that were just looking at it. You do not have to create any custom audiences for every product. You don't create any custom audiences at all. You create one ad, and in 10 minutes, you have a retargeting campaign set up for every single product on your Shopify store with one ad, one budget that's going to show people not just one product that they looked at, but the most recent products that they looked at on your Shopify store. How many of you in here really like the sound of this? Just go ahead and say me in the chat box if you like the sound of this, because using dynamic product ads, I have been able to generate insane amounts of money. So I want to show you one of my DPA setups. I'm going to show you exactly how it's all done, but real quick, again, I'm just going to pull up one of my campaigns here. All right. And so inside of Facebook, this is what a dynamic product ad looks like. Okay. So I'm just trying to zoom in over here so you all can see everything. All right. So this is what it looks like. The actual like preview of the ad has like this funky little thumbnail there, because they're automatically retargeting for you. So anybody that added a product to a cart in the last 7 days, it's auto retargeting. Anybody that added a product to the cart in the last 14 days, it's retargeting separately. Anybody that viewed a product in 7 days or 14 days, right? And then we've got anybody that looked at product in 90 days, 180 days. So why are they all separate? How many of you in here would agree that somebody looked at a product 7 days ago is going to convert a lot better than somebody that looked at a product 90 days ago? Just say yes. All right, just say yes. All right. So what we're doing is quality control. And actually, I have the proof for that. So this campaign right here, people that looked at a product or added a product to the shopping cart within 7 days. All right. So this is only targeting people that within 7 days looked at my website and looked at some products. I spent $19,000 and $19,261.13, and I made $154,000. That is like insane profit, right? And then my return is 8x. That's 800% return. It's crazy, right? And then you have people that looked at, like, just looked at a product, not added the cart, but they were just viewing it. In other words, they did not add it to the shopping cart. They just looked at it, all right? I spent $32,000 to make 148. So you can all see there is a slight difference in ROI between add to cart retargeting versus view content retargeting. All right, type in a 6 if you understand me. I want responses from you because it's imperative that you understand, and I know that you understand this because this is a game changer. All right, so all of these campaigns are retargeting campaigns, as you can see. And as you can see, they all made me money. 32 grand to make 148, 39 grand to make 120 grand, $800 to make 2 grand, 16 grand to make 32. But look at this, that's 45 days. If I'm targeting people that are 45 days, it's been 45 days since they visited my website, 45 freaking days. I'm retargeting them and I'm still getting a 2x ROAS, which is crazy. And then you'll see that within 90 days, I broke even, which means I lost money. And then 180 days, I lost money. So I cut those off because those were not performing. But I found that if you add really serious discounts, kind of like Tyler was talking about last week, is like win back campaigns, that these actually will turn out to be profitable. So in total, this campaign, this retargeting campaign, I spent $118,000 to come over here and make $499,000 in revenue. So there's product cost in there. But even if there was $100,000 in product cost there, I still made $300 net. So this is just like money in the bank. It's crazy. It's automated. I created it one single time and I never had to do it again. And guess what? Every time I add a new product to my Shopify store, all of these ads update. So if I'm adding products to my store that are brand new, every day these ads are pulling in that product and retargeting them to the appropriate people. Every day that I delete products from my store, if something expires or a vendor doesn't sell it anymore, it's deleting them. So I'm not retargeting people for stuff that's no longer in stock. It is the ultimate solution, right? So it's just one ad that does all the work for you. Now, how does it work? All right, well, like I said, traditionally I despised, I really did absolutely despise the way Facebook set up these retargeting ads to be dynamic. Only somebody that was advanced was really able to do it. But what I've done is, oh, and before I get into this, how many of you in here do not use my Pixel Magic Shopify app? Type in a 20 if you do not use my Pixel Magic Shopify app, because I'm willing to bet like only like maybe 5–10% of you don't. All right, so I see maybe about 60 to 70 of you, 60 to 70 of you in here are not using it. So I want you to understand that before I show this to you, okay, because I'm very transparent in everything that I do. Most of my students already use the app. So when I show this to you, there's 80 of you in here or so that aren't using it. It's a $10 app. Like, that's not making me a lot of money if you buy it. And honestly, I don't care if you buy it or not. You can do this without the app. It's just more complicated. All right. So I would never come on here and show you something that you couldn't do one way or the other. You all know I have this app. You all know it's sick. And a lot of you love it. And, you know, sometimes there's one or two people that get confused and don't love it. So, but it's hard to get confused on this app. Anyways, what we did today is, after 8 months of work, we released Pixel Magic 3.0. And what this does is it helps you automate this retargeting campaign that I just showed you, okay? It's going to automate the process where you connect Facebook to your store, okay? Coming back over here to our, where's my whiteboard? Hold on, let me find it. There it is. All right, coming back over here to the old way that people do retargeting, where they're making 300+ ads and they're always updating and deleting and they're doing all of this stuff right here. 100% just an old antiquated way. What we're doing now is we are, with Pixel Magic, going to complete the hardest step of it all. The hardest step when you're by yourself doing this is creating a product catalog, okay? So I want everybody to circle that in their notes. And basically, all a catalog does is it takes your Shopify store, all right, so it's going to take your Shopify store here, products, and it is going to actually send all of those products over to our favorite Facebook account. All right. So your Facebook Business Manager. So it is importing, right, everything to your Facebook Business Manager. So now your Facebook Business Manager knows all of the products that are listed on your Shopify store. These are now connected. They truly are connected. Every single product on your Shopify store is actually loaded into Facebook. And I'm going to show you exactly how we make that happen without having to create like ridiculous like CSV, Excel spreadsheets and all that BS. Because typically that's what you had to do. You had to create like these crazy freaking Excel sheets and catalog feeds and host them on servers and push them into Facebook. Now all we have to do is when you log into Pixel Magic, first off, at the top right, you're going to notice there is a connect to Facebook button. So you have to allow Shopify and Pixel Magic to connect to your Facebook. So you got to be logged into Facebook. Now, once you log into Facebook, all you have to do is come over here and just simply hit connect. Now, once you hit connect, the screen's going to go blank for a second, and then it's all going to pop back up, and you're going to get a little message at the bottom that says you are now connected to Facebook, right? So now we've connected Pixel Magic to our Facebook account. Does everybody understand that? Type in a 1 if you understand that. Type in a 1 if you understand that. Fantastic, okay? Now you're gonna notice in Pixel Magic, this little app, it's 10 bucks, 10 bucks a month, is you have a new section called Dynamic Product Ads over here in the top menu. So you have a section called Dynamic Product Ads, and then you have another section called Catalogs, which lists all of the different catalogs that you have, you know, all of the, basically your product catalog from all the inventory on your stores right here, okay? Has everybody got that? Yes? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. So you can see that it lists all the product catalogs here. We have lots because we've been testing and stuff like that. So you should only see one. So here's how this works. When you log into Pixel Magic, step 1 is you connect to Facebook. Then you come down here to where it says Dynamic Product Ads, and it'll have a drop-down menu. And that's going to pull up your Facebook Manager and your Facebook Pixel. So all you have to do is go to each drop-down menu and select your business manager. So we have our Pixel Magic Business Manager we connected with our pixels, right? Has everybody got that? Type in a 2 if you got that. Go ahead and stay with me. Type in a 2. All we did was connect Shopify to Facebook, and now we're telling them, hey, we want to use this Facebook ad or this Facebook Business Manager, because some people have more than one, all right, in this Facebook Pixel. Okay, cool. Then all we have to do is come right here where it says generate feed. Now, this is the hard part that we're simplifying. Pixel Magic will automatically generate a feed for you. You have to choose a Google product category. I usually just do clothing. Do not worry about this. It does not matter what you choose. It does not matter what you choose. It's just a tedious step. So you hit generate a Facebook feed, and it's going to say, hey, just so you know, if you've already created a feed, you don't have to do it again because you only have to do this once. But we're going to say, you know what? We want to go ahead and generate one anyways. All right. And so you hit generate feed. Now you're going to see it say starting to generate feed. Now what it's doing right now is we are importing all of the products that we have on Gear Grabber to my Facebook account. Now Facebook, you can see it right here. The feed was generated successfully. All we did was just take all the products from our Shopify store and we put them inside of Facebook. So every single product that is listed here on Gear Grabber, all of these categories, every product that we have is now actually inside of my Facebook account too, right? So what we can do is now jump over here to Facebook. Let me just find it real fast. All right. So now all we have to do is come over here to Facebook, and we are able to quickly log in, and it is going to show every single product that is listed on Gear Grabber. So check this out. Now we're in Facebook. So Pixel Magic took all of my products from our Shopify store, and now we're going to see that they are inside of Facebook. The DJ pillows that we gave, the campaign we did, lots of demo campaigns. Look at all these products. Like there's lots of multiples because I do lots of demos with this account. But every product is now, we are inside of Facebook, and you'll see up here, we are on a catalog. All right. Does everybody understand that? Type in a 3. Type in a 3 if you understand that. All right. How did we do this? Step 1 is we went to Pixel Magic. Step 2, we connected to Facebook on the top right. Step 3 is we came over here to Dynamic Ads, and we hit a button that said generate feed. That's all we had to do is come over here and hit a button that said generate feed. And then in a matter of seconds, it sent all of my inventory over to my Facebook account. Now, why is that important for us to do, right? Why is it important for Facebook to know what products are always on our store? And literally, like every couple of hours, Pixel Magic does it over and over and over. It checks for updates. So if you've added any products to your store or deleted any products for your store, it will consistently go in here and update it for you, so you never have to do that step that we just did again, right? And I can't show you everything that you can do in here right now because I want to get to actually creating the dynamic product ads campaign. But you can create different product sets as well, like only cat stuff and only dog stuff and stuff like that, but not necessary, okay? So now it's imported into Facebook because we used the dynamic product ads section and we hit generate Facebook feed, all right? And now if we ever want to, we can, how did I get to this right here? How did I get to this spot right here? A lot of you are asking. Well, inside of Facebook, if you come over here and you click on catalogs, right? What it's going to do is if you come over here and just click view on Facebook, this little button right here, it is automatically going to bring up that catalog for you. Once again, the reason that I have a lot in here, you should only have one, is because this is a test account and we tested it on a bunch of different stores to make sure that it worked properly. So you'll see one catalog, you hit view on Facebook, and boom, it's going to open up your catalog feed right here. All right, it's done for you. All right, simple as that. So we use Pixel Magic to generate the feed. Now, how do we build the retargeting ad? All right, this is where it gets really, really fun. All right, I'm so stoked about this. All right, so coming over to our actual Facebook account, now that we know we don't really have to build any custom audiences, we don't have to worry about fancy creatives and stuff like that. We don't have to worry about any of that crap that I showed you the old way. Here's what you do now, okay? Is everybody focused? I want you to write in the chat box right now. I want you to type, I'm focused. All right, because what I'm about to show you is insane. And it is a great way to make money that you're leaving on the table right now. I see Tracy, Jenny, Melissa, Crystal, Richard. We got Dawn Peel, Brian, Bozea. We've got Carol, Daryl, Gerald. Wow, all 3 names that rhymes. Kathleen. We got Thad. Opat. I think Thad. I think maybe I saw like a support ticket from you today, or in the group. I think I don't know, but I recognize your name. I think something about our group today. All right, so I got a lot of you in here that say that you are focused. All right, perfect. Here's what you do. So now we're going to go create an ad just like we always would, okay? So let's go ahead and let's hit create an ad in Facebook. Okay, now when you get to this screen right here, all right, you're going to have options. Now, typically, you would come over here and say, I want to create a conversion ad. But not today. All right, today what we are going to do is underneath conversion, we're creating what's called a catalog ad. Now this will automatically show your customers items that they previously looked at. It is called a catalog. The objective is catalog sales. So let's click on that. All right. Then when I scroll down here, it's going to ask me to name this. What we're going to name this is, it's called dynamic product ad retargeting. Okay. You can name it whatever you want, but I usually name mine DPA retargeting, so I know that that's there. Then you're going to notice this little drop down right here. I'm just going to zoom in as much as I can. There's a little drop down menu right here where it says catalog. Well, what do you know? It says right here, Pixel Magic Catalog. So in this drop down menu, you should see that catalog that we just created for you, and it'll be called like whatever, Pixel Magic Catalog, and then your store name. And I've created a couple for test. I got Profit Power Hour one, and you see that it's automatically pulling up products that are on my Shopify store, right? So just select your catalog. You should only have one there. All right, then you're going to hit continue, and this is where it gets really cool. I'm going to zoom out so you all can see. I'm zoomed in a lot. All right. So when you get right here to where you're setting up your Facebook ad, things are going to look a little bit different, right? Let me see what this error is down here. Product set ID is required. Product catalog, product set, supposed to be product set ID. Oh, okay. I see what I forgot to do. Stop and rewind. This is so new. We just released it. I did it traditionally. I did it the old way. But once you create your product catalog, right? I remember we're back here in Facebook where it created it for you. My mind slipped here. The next step is product sets. All right. So you have to create a product set. Basically what you do is now that you have that catalog here, you would just call this all products. Simple as that. All right, you just hit product set, all products. Mainly what this is for is if you only want to show products that are free, or only want to show products that are retail, or only want to show products in certain niches, you can create product sets. But what you want to do is create a product set of all products. That's my bad. I forgot about that. I thought I had that automated, but apparently it's not. All right, so let's rewind. I'm sorry. I know I threw a lot of you off. Step 1 is connect to Facebook. Step 2 is generate your feed, right? Step 3 is click on catalogs where you see your feed here and then hit view on Facebook, right? Then it's going to bring you over here to Facebook where it pulls up your product catalog. You're going to come over here and hit product sets, and you're going to hit create a product set, call it all products, leave all of this alone, and hit create. Does everybody have that? What number is next? Let's do number 4. All right, if you got that. I skipped one step, and it was creating a set of all of your products. And what we just did, y'all can see, is we imported 1,100 products to Facebook. So now when I come back over here to finish creating my ad, let me just refresh this page. I'm going to take a sip of my ginger ale. All right, so coming over here, rename it DPA. Retargeting. All right. Back out here. It must be this other catalog. Okay. Please be the right. There we go. All right. So I had the wrong catalog chosen. You should only have one. I have like a zillion because I did all these tests. All right. So now up here at the top where you're usually choosing view content or purchase or whatever, you see the product set that says all products. So there's 1,113 products in our Shopify store. All right. Has everybody got that? Yes. All right. Now, as I scroll down to create this ad, it's going to say, do you want to use a saved audience or create a new? This is so cool. All right. I'm going to zoom in. Facebook does it all for us. So we're going to select, we want to retarget products to people who visited our website. And then down here, it's all done for us. Look, right here, it says, we want to retarget people that viewed or added a product but did not purchase. Remember earlier when I said the old way, you needed to manually create a custom audience for every single product for people that looked at it but did not purchase, right? Well, this automatically does it for you. So you can say automatically create us audience of people that viewed or added a product to the shopping cart but did not purchase. So these are people that looked at it or almost bought it but never purchased it in the last 14 days. You can change this, but as y'all could see from my stats, that 7 and 14 days worked really well. Or you can only retarget people that have not purchased a product in 28 days but added it to the shopping cart, right? So these are the two main ones that we use. They have the way to like cross sell and upsell through ads and stuff, but you're not going to use those right now, okay? I suggest personally starting out by clicking this very top one. That's what I did, where it creates one ad that retargets everyone that viewed a product or added a product to the shopping cart but did not purchase it for all 1,100 of the items on my store. It's as simple as that. So we came up here and we said we want to retarget, viewed ad, or they viewed a product or added it to the cart but didn't buy. Then we're going to scroll down and it has automatic placements turned on. For dynamic ads, they convert so freaking well. Like you could pretty much leave it that way if you want to. So that way it's basically showing up on Instagram, on Facebook, and instant articles and everywhere if you want it to. Traditionally speaking, I usually tell people only do Instagram and the Facebook feeds, because those are the highest converting. Actually, just the Instagram feed and the Facebook feed are the two like highest converters, right? But you can leave it on all of this stuff. It's totally fine. All right. Now, as we scroll down, it's just like normal. All right. What we want to do, oh crap. Of course, they're going to put a new feature in here. Let's see. Introducing cost controls, a new experience for controlling your costs. Okay. Well, I'm not going to fool with that right now. I don't even know what that is. Optimization for ad delivery. The only thing is, by default, this is on link clicks. You want to click this and you actually want to change it to conversions, right? Because you want to optimize your ad for conversions, not link clicks. So for some reason, by default, they have it set to link clicks. You want to come and click conversion events, right? And now what we're doing is we are optimizing for sales. That is our goal. Leave this blank. It's optional. It's a new feature. I don't even know what it is just yet. And then you have a daily budget. Now, traditionally what I do, Ramesh, yes, a complete newbie can use this, by the way. If you are completely new to this, all you have to do is watch the replay of this webinar and like one more time. And if you have Pixel Magic, and I'll give you all a link to get it obviously at the end, there's training videos on all of this, like literally step by step. I would suggest that you use a higher daily budget for your retargeting campaigns. So a new ad, traditionally, you're going to say a $5 budget to start. But I start these at really high budgets because it's retargeting. So do what you're comfortable with. So if you're newer and you're on a lower budget, maybe put this at $25 a day to $50 a day, because you're retargeting highly targeted and hot people. So a bigger budget's going to let your ad get more, views. And as you can see, the ROI is nutso typically on these types of campaigns. So I'm just going to leave mine at 100. I'm not telling you to do 100. I'm saying do what's comfortable for you, because retargeting converts like straight freaking fire. All right. Now, once you have set this up, all you have to do is hit the continue button. And here's another really cool part. Okay. So you need to choose what fan page you want to retarget from. So whatever fan page you have for your business or your brand, you select that here. Same thing goes with your Instagram page. If you're retargeting on Instagram, then choose whatever Instagram profile you have for your Shopify business if you're on Instagram, okay? Now, as we scroll down, it's going to say we have 3 options: carousel, single image, or collection. You want to do the default carousel. And by the way, if you're getting lost on this, I promise you it's so easy. You just need to watch this replay once or twice. All right, carousel ad. Why would I choose a carousel ad over a single image? Because a carousel ad can show people multiple products that they were viewing. So as I scroll down, how cool is this? So as I scroll down, we're telling them we want our ad to show them multiple items that they were recently looking at on our store. So if they were looking at multiple items, there's now going to be a carousel retargeting ad that's going to show people only items that they were just looking at. How cool is that? I didn't have to load these photos in. I didn't have to create custom audiences. All I had to do is go to Pixel Magic, create the catalog, which basically syncs Facebook to Shopify, exports all of our products to Facebook, and then hit create a catalog ad, and boom, it's automatically going to retarget everybody that visits my website for me with only products that they were just looking at. It is freaking nuts. But we're not done. Like, that is not all. Here's what's really cool about this is you can come in here and you can, of course, you want to do this something like, hey, looks like you forgot to pick up one of these epic items on our store. On sale now. Hurry before they sell out. Whatever you want to write, like write some basic retargeting copy right here. Then what you want to do is you want to do single image. So the defaults are totally fine. Here's what's really neat. you can come over here where it says customize images. Watch this. This is so cool. Customize images. I'm gonna show you all that again. I'm scrolling down and I'm hitting customize images, and we can now add certain things to our images automatically on all 1,100 items. So if we want to, I could say, I want to show the price of each item. And Facebook's automatically going to put like little shapes over our ads. A lot of y'all have seen these before. It could be a circle, it could be a triangle. Typically, I use this one right here. So I go to shape and I get the triangle because it sticks out. And we can show people the price, the discount, if there's free shipping. You can change the color of this. So I could do it black. I typically do red though. You can change the color of the text from black to white if you want to. You can change it to transparent. So if it looks like, you know, like see-through. You can move the position of it to the far right, the bottom right, or the bottom left. And dynamically, Facebook is automatically going to list however much the item is on the image. So you hit done and watch what happens. Boom. It's going to update my ad for me. And every product that people see now, it's going to have whatever the product actually costs on there, which is really great because it reminds people of the good deal that you had on your store. This is a retargeting ad. So they've been there, they've looked at it. You want them to see what the deal is, and you want them to hit shop now. And when they click on each one of these buttons that says shop now, it's going to take them directly to the product that is in this ad. And it's going to only show them stuff that they already were looking at. Like they're not going to see stuff that they weren't looking at before. This is a retargeting ad. So every single one of these images is going to be a product that they viewed or added to the cart on your Shopify store. Then you put in your main website URL to your Shopify store, the homepage URL, in case they want to visit the homepage and not one of the products. And that's it. Like after that, you come down here and you just come down to the very bottom and you hit confirm and you're done. Like your ad is done. You have now created an epic retargeting campaign, and it is going to be on Instagram. And this is what it looks like on Instagram as a carousel ad. So on Instagram, people will be able to see the different images, and you'll have it on Facebook, and you'll have the customized images showing up on Facebook with the little red tags or whatever color it is you want. And now you never have to do this again. You do this one single time, and this campaign is going to run for you forever. Now, what type of results can you get from a campaign like this? Well, if you look at my campaigns, you'll see that my results are 19 grand to make 154K, 8 grand to make 40K, 32 grand to make. This is all money that I would have missed out on. And let me tell you why. I would have never gone in and built retargeting ads for 1,000 products that are on my store. I just wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have the time. It's not feasible. And on top of that, because we're showing people these carousels, they're seeing multiple items that they were looking at. You see what's called a higher average order value coming from these types of ads, because they're buying all the products or a few of the products, not just one, because we're retargeting them with multiple items that they looked at. So when you hit submit, you're going to have a campaign like this one right here that might be 14 days, you know, people that have viewed it or add to cart in 14 days and get some really solid ROI out of that. Now, for me, I did this multiple times. I wanted to test 7 days, 14 days, 45 days. All of that can be done by coming back over here to the ad set level where we were before. And you see you can change this to 30 days, 180 days, 90 days, whatever you want. You can create multiple versions of this ad. And that's that. So the game changer for y'all is that Pixel Magic now has this epic update. And for those of you that are not technically savvy like me, this is going to allow you to easily import your products to Facebook and immediately create a dynamic product retargeting ad that's all done for you. You don't have to do anything besides type an ad like what you want your ad to say, and that's it. You never have to touch it again. This doesn't cost anything extra. If you already have Pixel Magic, then you know, it's a free update. And down here, what I did is I did some training videos on, like, number one, what is dynamic product retargeting. So this is a whole ad explaining what that is. And then there's a whole a training video here on setting up the ad, like we just went through here on the Profit Power Hour. So you can watch this whole training on setting up the ad. You can come over here and you can watch this other training on you know, setting up your catalog with Pixel Magic and getting it imported into Facebook. Like, it's all here step by step for you. All you have to do is go watch these videos. And I believe in under probably 20 minutes, all of you in here could be connected to Facebook, have your product set done, and have an ad live on Facebook that's retargeting forever for you, always updating your newest products, deleting old products that no longer exist on your store, and off to the races, where it can earn you money that you were never getting before. And everybody that I've ever talked to have said dynamic retargeting ads are by far their most profitable ads. So how many of you in here enjoyed this training? Just go ahead and type in a money sign if you enjoyed this training. See lots of money signs. All right, now the reason I've been doing this for years and I've never taught it to you is because it would be a pain in the butt, and it's just not something you can teach somebody over a webinar the old way. But as of 3 hours ago or so, my developer finally released this new version of Pixel Magic. And so I wanted to come on here and show you all, hey, if you have it, check it out. Now you can do dynamic product ads and catalog feeds in Pixel Magic. If you don't have it, this is a reason that you should have it on top of everything else. And it doesn't cost any more. It's been $10. It's always, you know, been $10. I'm not changing the price or anything. If you want to get Pixel Magic and you want to put it on your store, it's $10 a month per store. And the link to get it is, let me see if I can even remember what the dang link is. I think the link to get Pixel Magic is http://profitph.com/px. Before you go there, let me test it, okay? Most of you have it. Like, out of 1,000 people in here, I think I've estimated about 80 of you did not have this. So most of you already have it. I'm just gonna test this link real fast for you before you go there. I don't expect that a ton of you will, because most of you already have it. Yeah, so if you go there, it's going to take you to this App Store page. Those of you that are in app partners are going to love this. And you just hit install now. It's $10 a month. You click it and you can buy Pixel Magic, and it's a phenomenal app. You can cancel it whenever you want. If you don't want it anymore, you know, it's up to you. But and by the way, you can do dynamic product ads without Pixel Magic. All right, so you don't have to have Pixel Magic to do it. You know, there's other ways to create product feeds. They're just not very simple, right? Or you'd have to download another app that does it for you. The sad thing is Facebook did not make it easy to import catalogs and do DPA with Shopify. I wish they had of. So I put in 8 months of development in Pixel Magic when I already know that most of my audience has it, to put that feature in there for you, because I wanted to simplify it for you. And I'm willing to bet it's going to get me a lot more testimonials. Like, I'm going to get a lot of you probably sending me videos and screenshots saying, Adrian, I did a dynamic product ad campaign and I've got 3x ROI or 5x ROI or 10x ROI or whatever it may be. I'm pretty excited to see your results from that. So the link is profitph.com/px. Somebody asked if I put it in here. So get Pixel Magic here. And this is a tool I've had for 2 years. We've got thousands of users in Pixel Magic. And it's just, you know, it's simple. It's not complicated. It's a complete novice can use it. Corey supports it. So Corey Crambiel, who also does ESA support, you know, he helps people if they have any issues in there and stuff like that. If anything, the best reason to have this now is to be able to do the catalog to do your dynamic retargeting ads. So it basically does it all for you. Okay. Did everybody feel like they learned a lot tonight from this training? Yes. Or if you felt like you earned a lot, okay. Cool. So the link is there. And if you want to get it, it's $10. There's like not urgency or a countdown or any BS like that. It's just, hey, it's a cool tool that I know will help you. I mean, it helped me make $500,000 on one single ad account. One ad account. I have multiples. Y'all know I have multiple stores and multiple businesses. But this one by far was the biggest one this last year when I went in and looked at the year-to-date stuff or whatever. So let me just check out. Everybody's getting there good. All right, so Allah said, the old way, do you retarget every time or just winning campaigns? So if you're doing retargeting the old way, or I should say the tedious way, you're probably not going to have time. Like, how many of you here would agree you would never have time to build 300 custom audiences and then build 300 images for your Facebook ad and then build 300 Facebook ads? That's 900 tasks that you have to do. You wouldn't do it. So naturally, if you have to choose, right, you're going to only build retargeting ads for the campaigns that are getting the most traffic and that are making you the most money. With dynamic ads, since it does it all for you and it updates every day with new products or deleted products, you're able to basically squeeze the rest of profit out of your store that you've been missing out on, because maybe, you know, you get 100 visitors a month to this one little like cat collar or something that's on your store, and you never think to advertise it. But you have a retargeting ad going for that now because you have a DPA ad running, and that makes you another $300 a month in retargeting sales, right? And you multiply that times 1,000 other products or 300 products or 200 products or 80 products on your store that you don't have retargeting for, but they're getting traffic. People are browsing to it. You know, that adds up, and it could mean thousands of extra dollars per month in profit for you or in revenue for you, just because now what you've done is you've automated. See, in 2019, the idea here is to automate as much as you possibly can. So you want to make sure that you're coming in here and you are not building a crap load of ads and manually building a crap load of emails that you're having to send out every single day. You want to automate as much of the ads as you possibly can. And you obviously want to automate as much of the email marketing as you can so you can earn more money. And these are two ways, like back to back. We've had 2 webinars where we show you strategies how to recapture sales through email. And this week I wanted to, double dip, and I wanted to show you there's another way that you're missing out on Facebook ads where you can get some really high ROI, plus all the other benefits of Pixel Magic. Mind you, this just got released a couple of hours ago, this new update. When you log in, you should see the update video pop up, and the update videos are down here. How many of you in here would like for me to do more training on the future on dynamic ads? Because not only does dynamic ads do retargeting, but it will actually prospect cold audiences for you as well if you set it up right with a good enough discount. And it will market, it will artificially, like artificial intelligence, it will look at data and it will find customers that have never visited your store and show them a product on your store that they believe that customer would be interested in. You don't choose. Facebook actually chooses for you. It's called DPA prospecting and not retargeting. That's something I might teach in the future. And I've had good and bad. Experiences with it. Like some of the campaigns work and some of them don't, and some of them are like semi ROI. So that's something that we're still experimenting with. Okay, so lots of more training on that. Now, what I'm about to do is I'm going to go live on Facebook, and in our Facebook group, I asked, oh, how about this? One more thing. A lot of you in here said that you did not see this post earlier today that I made. Almost like 90% of you said you didn't see this post. Listen to me. This is important. All right. The training on DPA is over, but this is really important. One of the reasons that I don't come in the Profit Power Hour group as much anymore and post like content every day or every other day in case studies is because when I make a post in this group, nobody frickin' sees it. It's like, look at this, 14,000 people and 9 comments. And I know that 3 of you only commented because you saw that, you saw that I said earlier, no one saw this. Like, what's the point in me taking time and putting content in the group if nobody sees it, right? Then it's kind of like wasted time and wasted or missed opportunity for you. How many of you in here would like for me to post more in the group and then you actually be able to see it so you don't miss stuff like this where I do contests or giveaways or case studies? Just say yes. Let me show you how to do that, right? Because Facebook is being stupid lately. That's why. I want you to go into the Profit Power Hour Facebook group, okay? And then up here where it says notifications, see up here underneath my banner, it says Profit Power Hour. Make sure that when you click on notifications that you go in and you tell it to, I was looking on Google. Yeah, you click where it says notifications right there and you just hit all posts, right? We don't have a boatload of people, like thousands of posts every day. But if you turn on notifications for the group, then when a post is made, you're going to get a little ding. And maybe you go in and eventually you just say that you want to get highlights, right? Which is going to show less of what I post. But if you hit all posts, then when I make a post in there, you're going to see it, right? Or when somebody else makes a post, you're going to see it. And that's how we all interact with each other, turn the group into more of like a place where we mastermind with one another because we're seeing what we're posting. All right. And the second thing is I post a lot on my actual Facebook fan page. So if you go to my Facebook fan page, which is right here, and you go up here to the top, actually, I'm going to have to pull up a separate profile. All right, so if you go up here to the top of my Facebook fan page, where it says, right underneath the banner, where it says following. So come here and put see first in your news feed. So when I actually post a case study or something, or stats or information or whatever, something that could benefit you, I don't post on my page a lot because nobody really sees it, even though I have 100,000 followers. Just hit see first. So when I post, you'll get a notification that I posted. Also, you'll want to come down here to where it says notifications. And when I go live on Facebook, like just the other day, I spent 1 hour on Facebook Live and did a Q&A just randomly while I was working. Actually, I was charging my mouse. If you want to see when I go live, when you get to my Facebook fan page, all right, you go to following, see where it says notifications, click the little pin and change it from highlights, put it on standard. This means that every time I go live or make a post on my fan page, you'll get a notification, right? So make sure that it's not on highlights, it's on standard. So if you do that in the group and or my Facebook fan page, and I start making posts and you guys respond and I see comments, I'll go live and I'll do more Facebook Lives for you. I'll do more Instagram Live Q&As. I'll do more giveaways. I'll post more case studies. But as of right now, I go live on Facebook and only 60 or 70 people get on because they don't have notifications turned on. And they're not seeing that I'm going live. So they're missing opportunity to ask me questions candidly and stuff like that. So if I scroll down, you'll see that just the other, like right now, there's only 50 people on this because not everybody can see this is live. And then the other day right here, for 1 hour while I was building some Facebook ads, literally an hour and 1 minute, I went live and did a Q&A and we got 2,000 views, 300 comments, right? So, but about 80 people or so were on this, and I just hung out and answered questions for everybody for an hour. So if you want to be able to see that, you want to go to my fan page, go to where it says following, see first in your news feed, and then notifications. You want to hit the pin and make sure that it is selected on standard. That way you see everything, not just what Facebook thinks is a highlight, right? A suggestion. When I do anything on my page, I make a post or go live, you're going to see it. All right. So do those two things. You can do it from your mobile phone or from a desktop. And I think that you'll be set in the future if you want to. Like, you don't have to, but if you want to know when I go live, or you want to know when I make posts, and you want to motivate me to do more for you outside of the Tuesday webinars, then I have to see that, like, you're commenting on my stuff and that you're liking it and you're sharing it, because that makes me happy, right? I mean, I like to know that when I invest my time, it's worth it. It's worth, you know, everybody being able to see it. Does that make sense? Just type in a money sign if that makes sense. All right. So, and you don't have to do it, but if you want to, I want you on there, and it motivates me to do it more. It's cool when I get over 100 people on a Facebook Live. It's funny, I can get 1,000 people on a webinar every week, but I can't, like, get over 100 people on a stinking Facebook Live if I randomly go live. And it's just because of the way Facebook syndicates. So you have to prioritize me in your news feed and your notifications, and I'll help you. I'll do more stuff. I love giving my time to you guys. All right. That's that. So the link for Pixel Magic is right here. And I will leave you all with this, okay? I'll leave you all with this. Tonight, if this looked complicated to you, if this looked like something that you're like, oh my gosh, I don't get it. This stuff seems so, like, I'm so out of touch with how all of this works. Trust me, it is easy. There's going to be a replay. It's all simple. Pixel Magic has notes and everything for you. But I want to say this. Just showing you my report card. I'm trying to block my parents' address, but this is my report card right here. And I want you to see some of these. I'm trying to get it in here. It's backwards, but you can see F. I need to cut my fingernails. F, C, D, D, and A. I was a straight F, C, and D student. And that was just one of my report cards. I was not very smart, and everybody told me that I wasn't good at anything. My teacher said I was stupid. The only class I got an A in was art. That's the class. As a matter of fact, I got an F in computer. I got an F. I failed computer, and I had to take it a second year when I was in high school. Can you believe that? How ridiculous does my computer teacher feel now? And who would have thought that a kid that failed computer in 11th grade would be a successful internet marketer? What I did is I invested my time in learning, and I practiced, and I didn't get ahead of myself. I started at step one, and I became successful because, like a lot of you, I'm not super tech savvy. And that's why I create apps and stuff that simplify my life, and you benefit from that. So don't get overwhelmed. It's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you try to fix those mistakes. And I always told y'all that I've had bad grades in high school, and that's, my mom brought this report card over the other day, and I was like, yep, F, C, D, D, C, A. In speech, I got a D. And I speak every week, and I've spoken at events all over the world. And I got a D and a C in speech that year. So you can become the best at anything you want to do. Thing is you don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to start in order to be great. And never forget that. All right. So do what you got to do, put in the work, and you will succeed in your own way over time, right? On your own path. The other thing I'll leave you with is, earlier today, some guy was extremely rude to another person in the group that asked a very simple and I think, you know, a good question in the group about shipping and tracking. And then got attacked by some other person in the group saying, oh, that's a stupid question, or if you have to ask all of this, do people tell you what to eat for breakfast every day and all this and that? And I just also want to say that if y'all go in there and you look at that post, don't attack the dude that attacked the nice guy asking the question. We don't want fights in there. But I want you to see that I went in there and I spent time explaining to that other person why we don't behave that way in my group, because it's a group where we lift each other up and we support each other. And if we go in there and we beat somebody down for asking a simple question and make them feel stupid, then they're not going to come back in and ask any more questions. And that's going to block them from success, right? When somebody asks a question and gets an answer, you may have very well contributed to them changing their life and being successful, instead of crapping on them and treating them like dirt and calling them a dumbass for no reason, right? Which I see in all these other groups out there. And that's what makes us different. Because when you do that to some people, they curl up and they give up and they're embarrassed. So I want you to think about that. Treat people like you want to be treated, and try to help one another. And let's all succeed together in 2019. So I don't want anybody else acting that way in my group. If you do, you're out. Don't care who you are. I don't care what you bought from me. And I don't care what you post online about me. You're out. I surround myself with people that want to be more successful and that are kind and that want to help other people out. If you're not that person, get the hell out of my group, right? I don't want you in there. You're just going to tear everybody else down with you. So that said, I love you all. I will see you all next week. Same place, same time, live on the Profit Power Hour. We're going to go live on my Facebook account, and I am going to give away $200. And by the way, I just want to remind you, the person that whoever, I can't remember what the name was and who it was, don't go in the group and attack the other person. That person could have very well been having a terrible day. Maybe they just took it out, you know, and unleashed and probably regret it. You know, everybody is in a different spot in life. And some people, you got to remember, somebody that's being really rude today might be being really rude because maybe they lost somebody in their life, or they are experiencing, you know, some sort of struggle. So you don't gain anything by attacking somebody negatively that was already being negative. You reason with them and you try to help them and say, I hope you're doing all right. And that's how you make the world a better place. So don't go in my group arguing, okay? All right, so let's go live on Facebook. I'm gonna give away $200. I'm gonna leave this link up for 1 or 2 more minutes, all right? So those of you that have been listening to me can get it. Once again, no pressure. If you want it, fantastic. If you don't want it, I don't care. You know, it's $10. All right, I love you. I will see you on my Facebook Live, on my Facebook fan page, where you better set those notifications to say show first and show all posts, so I can give you more love, more value, and more support, because it's so much more than education. It's about knowing that you got a group and a family behind you that's going to push you forward, that's going to help you, and is going to, you know, guide you whenever you have a question, and just try to get you over those humps as much as possible until you succeed. All right. So I'll see you on Facebook, and I hope you all enjoyed tonight's webinar on this $499,512.99 case study for dynamic product ads. All right. Peace, y'all.